Hello everyone, welcome to Pilates with Yvonne. If you are new to my channel, welcome. We will do today an evening routine. So it's going to be around a 15-17 minutes evening routine where we can calm the body down, kind of down-regulate the body, taking a bit of time to stretch and find a bit more space into the areas that usually are a bit more tight. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and comment this video. Even better, just send this video to 3 people you think they might need a bit of an evening routine. So whenever you're ready, we just get started from a child pose today. So I'm going to ask you to come to a seat towards the back of your mat. We're going to bring the toes together, the knees slightly apart, and we just release the forehead towards the floor. I'm going to ask you to start to breathe. Start to notice your breath flow. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting the body start to just melt towards the floor. With each exhale you take, you want to release the shoulders. You want to feel the back. You want to release the hips. Trying to take a moment to slow down. Trying to shut any external thoughts. And just listening to your inner self and how you feel right now at the end of today. Slowly, we're going to start to bring the right hand towards the left side of the mat. And the left arm is going to lengthen long with the palm of the hand facing the sky. We're going to have a little bit of a side stretch where the forehead can go very close to the ground. And you can create a bit more space into the right side of the torso. You can reach through the hands, through the fingertips. Taking a moment to again notice how this side of the body feels. If you can maybe sit a little further down towards the ankles, towards the floor, kind of folding from the hips. And on the next exhale, we shift to the other side, stretching the left hand towards the right side of the mat. And we lengthen the right arm by the side of the body, always with the palm of the hand facing the sky. Trying to maybe walk the hand a little further away from the shoulder. Try to let the belly and the lower belly drop in between the thighs, while the chest is just opening and the side of the rib cage is just expanding with each breath. Take an inhale here. And a long exhale, feel a little heavier, like if you want to let go of any tension of the body. We're going to slowly bring the hands back to center. We're going to round the spine to release the pressure off the legs. We're going to bring the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. And we're going to start to just draw a few circles here, playing around with any shape of the spine or any direction of the body. So it could be that you want to start to round the spine and arch. You can start to move a little further back as we came from to the child pose. Or you can to do the opposite, so start to move forward towards the arms instead. Try to spread through the fingertips. You can start to reverse the direction of those circles. You can add the head, maybe look into the back, maybe look into the belly, forward or up towards the sky. So any movement that feels natural and connected to how the body feels, we try to move with awareness, kind of scanning through the body and opening those areas that feel a little bit tight, especially into the back, especially into the hips and into the neck. So these 3 points usually need a little bit more extra attention, extra care. But there is no right or wrong. There is just moving here very freely to give the body the chance to get rid of all the tension we usually carry on throughout the day. We're going to start to taking in high through the nostrils here, finding that stillness. And I'm going to ask you to bring the right knee in between the hands. So we're going to find a pigeon stretch. We're going to slowly send the left toes a little further back towards the back edge of the mat. If you feel that you're pretty flexible, you can as well bring the foot behind the wrist. So you're going to have the shin that is in parallel. If this feels too much, this foot will come down to an angle and you're going to just move down through the forearms here. Taking in high here to kind of listening to those hips and that lower back. Trying to, if you want to apply some movements, very gentle, very small, please do. I'm going to take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Inhaling through the nose, square the hips. Exhale through the mouth. See if you can go a little further down. Noticing how the body changes when you breathe and you stretch. We're going to take last breath here. And then bring in the hands under the shoulders. We're going to slowly unroll the spine, press the spine away from the floor. Send the feet back to that hands and knees position that we started from. And we're going to send the hands forward to the front edge of the mat, letting the chest drop and the gaze move towards the front of the mat as well. Chin can come down to the floor. If this feels too much, forehead on the ground instead. If you need more, fingertips on the floor and chest down. I'm going to keep my hands down. I'm going to keep the forehead down to the floor because I feel that my shoulders are a bit tight today. So that's my option. But you can choose what feels right for your body. Start to round the spine, shift forward, let those hips come to the floor and just move very carefully down into this arch of the spine. Bringing the hands farther forward if you need less, or elbows on the ground. Try to roll the shoulders back and down. Kind of think about pressing the ground away with your forearms and activating the back slightly. Of course, if you want to stay with your elbows long, please do. Try to kind of listen to what the back needs. And then in your own time, move slowly down. Move down with your chest. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Let's just press here through the arms, arch the spine, and then bring it back to tabletop, all 4-point base. Left knee will come in between the hands, while the right toes will lengthen further back. Again, choosing the position of this shin, you're going to slowly move onto your forearms if that's available to your body. And you're going to start to slowly breathe. Breathe into those hips, into those legs. Maybe closing down the eyes. Kind of reconnecting with your own flow, with your own breath. Noticing how the body starts to slowly melt down towards the floor. The more you release and breathe and relax into the pose. Give me a last breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Bring your hands slowly under the shoulders and press the floor away from you. We're going to shift the weight to one side so the legs can smoothly come to the front of the mat. And we're going to round the spine back onto the floor with our arms into a T shape. Getting some movement into those hips. We're going to start to just have those knee rockings to the right and to the left. The feet will just be hip distance. We're not putting any pressure here into the back. We try to let those legs be free to find their own flow, their own movement. One side might feel slightly different. Try to pay attention to that. I am realizing that my knees, when they drop to the left side, they feel much more free compared to when they drop to the right. So start to just move the breath and the attention here into how the hips are feeling, how the shoulders are feeling while they are on the floor. If the lower back is holding any pressure, can you try to relax that? We're going to bring the feet back to flat and the knees back to parallel. And we start to just bring the right foot on the floor. The left ankle will just come on top of the right thigh. Exhaling, start to press the knee away. Inhale, release. So exhale, we press that left knee. Inhale, come back. 4 more. Come back. 3. Kind of creating more space into the left hip socket. 2. Last one, we're going to press that knee away and hold it. We're going to take an inhale to reopen the arms to a T shape. Cross that left knee on top of the right leg. And we drop the knees towards the right side, readjusting the hips slightly towards the left. Looking over the left hand, over the left shoulder, or maybe closing down the eyes. If this stretch feels too much for your back, you're going to uncross the legs and keep one leg on top of the other instead. Take an inhale here, everyone, really retuning into that flow of your breath. Slowly, 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 we're going to roll the back of the skull on the floor while the knees return to that middle line. The hips will readjust, the feet will come back to flat, and we swap. We bring the right leg on top of the left thigh. Hands will be pressing against this right thigh to open, and then the right knee can close. Exhale, press and open. Inhale, close. A little slow pulse to increase the space into the other hip this time. 4, 3, breath out. 2, give me last one. Hold, breathe, inhale. Cross the same leg on top of the left leg and then drop the knees towards the left side. I like to readjust my hips away from the knees. So we can just look away from the legs and just relax the upper body fully to the floor. You might realize that these right shoulders start to lift if there is a lot of tension into the shoulders. So again, if that's the case, we uncross the legs and we try to find these right shoulder melting on the floor. And when you feel that the right scapula is on the ground, you can maybe start to cross the legs and give a little bit more twist to the spine. Take an inhale from here. And exhaling, slowly re-roll the back of the skull and the knees to the middle line of the body. Hips will readjust. Feet will just drop together, so soles of the feet together, knees apart. And you can either keep your arms long to a T shape, you can return the hands to the belly and to the chest. Or if you need a bit more opening, you're gonna hug the elbows and lead those forearms above the head. Taking 3 rounds of breath, we inhale to fulfill the belly. We exhale to release any tension of the body. Breathing in through the nose again. Feel that second wave of breath. And breathing out. Try to relax the back space and soften the back space into the mat. Take last breath for me here, everyone. Breath in. And exhaling, slowly release the hands and start to squeeze the knees towards your chest, leading those legs towards you and taking few rocks side to side. And here we are, ready to finding a smooth end to this evening routine flow. So without rocking forward and back, I'm going to ask you to drop the feet down and drop the knees to one side. So you can take a breath onto the side of the body, like if you're sleeping, inhaling here. And exhaling, we slowly press the elbows and we walk the hands very carefully towards the hips to reset the spine into a long spine and the legs into a cross legs position. Take an inhale to lengthen the arms to the sky. And exhale to drop the shoulders and release the arms down. Once more, inhale, scoop the spine, lengthen, take the gaze to the ceiling. Exhale, shoulders, arms, everything melts down. And we just take last one. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhaling, release everything down. Excellent job, everyone. Take a shoulder roll back. And enjoy the rest of your evening or have a well-deserved rest of your night. I hope you're going to have a good sleep after this evening flow. I hope you feel more centered and more relaxed. And I'm going to see you in a week time for another Pilates flow together. So thank you so much, everyone.